This is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So, in this video, we are at long last going to take a look in greater depth at some flags from Australasia and Oceania. And I'm planning on having enough time to maybe get through some in Asia as well, if possible. So, if the title suggests it, then we will get to Malaysia. Yeah, so we'll see. And what I'm hoping is that you'll find this ASMR video super relaxing. But if you also happen to find it really interesting and informative, then even better. So my name's Gareth. Let me introduce myself in case this is your first time watching a video on my channel. My name's Gareth. I'm from Wales, South Wales, but not New South Wales, but actual Wales. And I've got a little teeny weeny obsession with languages, with football, and with geography. So flags, maps, facts about the world. And I love ASMR. So that's why I've got this channel and quite a few others in different languages, and one in English looking at football or soccer if you are an Aussie or an American. So let's take a look then at Australia. And I believe New Zealand will be next. I think they've got quite a large section as well. Is it the last page? Yes, it is. No, it's not too large actually, it's only one page. I think we'll definitely get to Malaysia. Right. Aussie. Australia. The Union Jack is retained in the canton, which is that section there of the flag, top left. The stars of the Southern Cross, which blew my mind when I realised we can't see from Wales. In Britain and Europe, there are certain constellations that are only visible from the Southern Hemisphere. The points of the Commonwealth star represent the members of the Federation. Okay, so the first national flag was adopted in 1901 following various design competitions, but its use was restricted. It includes a blue ensign and 3 motifs celebrating key aspects of Australian statehood. 1, 2, 3. The Southern Cross. This constellation is visible throughout the year in southern night skies and has been used as a navigational aid for centuries. It helped guide early European ships to the continent and became a popular emblem for the new settlers. The 5 stars of the cross appear on the fly, this part, with 7 points for the brightest stars and 5 for the lesser Epsilon Crucis. First flown on Australian soil by the explorer Captain Cook in 1770. It was the national flag from 1788 and remained the official citizens' land flag until 1954. It occupies the canton, denoting Australia's historical links with the UK. And then lastly, the Commonwealth Star. This large star affirms the federal nature of government in Australia. Originally, there were 6 points for the 6 federal states. The 7th point was added in 1909 to represent the Northern Territory, together with the 6 other external territories administered by the Australian federal government. Let's take a look at those in greater detail. So, Australia state flags. The state flags use the British blue ensign with the state badge in the canton. The 2 territories do not follow this pattern. Okay, so the first one is one of those. The Australian Capital Territory. The Capital Territory became self-governing in 1989. The flag, adopted in 1993, depicts Canberra's city coat of arms and the Southern Cross in the city colours of blue and gold. Okay, I've never been to Australia, but obviously, with what I explained earlier, New South Wales has to be my favourite, right, because I'm from South Wales. A gold star adorns each arm of the St. George's Cross, with a golden lion passant gardon at the centre. This more distinctive badge replaced a previous design in 1876. Although, being from South Wales, I do find it strange that you have a St. George's Cross, the emblem of England, on something representing Wales. But okay, let's run with it. Okay, I like this one. The Northern Territory, adopted by the territory in 1978. The flag depicts the Southern Cross, again, and a stylized Sturt's Desert Rose against black and ochre, which are the territorial colours. Okay, on to Queensland next. The state badge depicts the royal crown at the centre of a Maltese cross. Oh yes, I did recognise it. I forgot it's called a Maltese cross. The design of the crown was altered at the coronation of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II in 1953. Well, I suppose it is called Queensland after all. It's not going to get changed to Kingsland now, is it? It'd be like a King's Landing then, will it? Okay, South Australia. The state emblem of the piping shrike, a type of magpie. I've got loads of magpies outside my house. They're quite noisy, but they're really smart. Is shown with outstretched wings on a yellow background. The piping shrike was adopted as the flag badge in 1904. It's one of my favourite birds. The robin is my favourite bird, but blackbirds and magpies are right up there. So I have family in Tasmania. My mother tells me I have a cousin and she speaks to her on Facebook. So yeah, Tasmania is probably somewhere I would visit if I got the chance to go to Australia. The red lion passant on a white background recalls historical ties with England and has remained essentially unchanged since its adoption in 1875. Okay, more royal references. Victoria. The royal crown was added in 1877. The present arrangement with the crown, surmounting the Southern Cross, became the state arms in 1910. Western Australia. The black swan has been Western Australia's emblem since the first British colony was founded at Swan River. And I'm from Swansea, so I like swans. The flag was adopted in 1953. Australia has 2 official flags for its First Nations. Australian Aboriginal flag, I love the colours on this one. Artist Harold Thomas designed this flag in 1971. Black represents the Aboriginal people, red the red ochre earth, and the yellow disc, the sun, giver of life and protection. It became an official Australian flag in 1995. Okay, and last one, Torres Strait Islander flag. Green represents the land, blue the Torres Strait, the white star, the 5 main island groups, and the white dhari headdress, the Torres Strait Islander peoples. The flag was designed by Bernard Namok and became official in 1995. It's really nice. So that is Australia. We'll take a look at New Zealand, it's a much smaller section, and then we look at Malaysia. Okay, New Zealand. So, similar flag in lots of ways. It has the cross here, but not the extra white, and they're in red, not white, and it doesn't have the extra star over here. Compared to Australia, I mean. The Union Jack in the canton recalls New Zealand's colonial ties to Britain. The stars all vary slightly in size. 4 white-bordered red stars represent the Southern Cross. The current flag was designed and adopted for restricted use in 1869 and became the national flag in 1902. It is the British blue ensign with a highly stylized representation of the Southern Cross constellation. It depicts only 4 of the 5 stars in the constellation. In 2016, the current flag won a referendum on whether to adopt a new flag design or keep the original blue ensign. How interesting. Okay, the Maori flag. The Tino Ranga Tiratanga was designed in 1990 by Hiraina Marsden, Jan Smith and Linda Munn, using the traditional Maori colours of black, white and red. The white bar forms a stylized koru, or fern frond. I think it's a gorgeous flag, I'll be honest. It was officially recognised in 2009 for use on Waitangi Day. Okay, a little bit about the overseas territories then, Cook Islands and Niue. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not sure. Cook Islands, the 15 stars on the fly represent the 15 main islands of the group. They are arranged in a ring to indicate that each island is of equal importance. Just like Arthur's round table. And then Niue, or New. That's interesting. The link with the UK is shown by the use of the Union Jack. That with New Zealand by the 4 stars. The large central star represents New itself, or Niue, so that's what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. Union Jack, and then a star in the middle. Cool. Right then, plenty of time. So let's take a look at Malaysia. For those of you not sure, Malaysia is located here. So we've got China, and then we've got places like Vietnam, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar, Singapore at the bottom, and then we've got Malaysia on these islands. The islands below them are Indonesia. Okay, so the crescent and star of Islam. The blue canton represents the unity of the Malaysian people. The 14 red and white stripes represent the 14 states of the Federation. The first flag of independent Malaya was based on the stars and stripes of the United States of America. Yeah, obviously. Combined with Islamic symbolism. It had 11 red and white stripes and a blue canton, like the US flag, with a gold crescent and an 11-pointed star. Traditionally associated with Islam, both the number of stripes and points on the star denoted the 11 states of the Federation. 3 new states. In 1963, 3 new states, Singapore, Sabah and Sarawak, joined the Federation to form Malaysia. To reflect this, the flag was amended to 14 red and white stripes, representing the 14 states. When Singapore was ceded in 1965, the flag remained unaltered. The 14th stripe is now said to stand for the Federal District of Kuala Lumpur, the capital. The symbolism of the colours. The blue canton represents the unity of the Malaysian people. The crescent is for Islam, the dominant religion. The 14 points of the star are for unity among the states of the country. Yellow is the traditional colour of the rulers of the Malay states. Red and white are also traditional colours in Southeast Asia. The national motto appears on a scroll in the coat of arms. It is repeated in both Jawi and Roman script, and means unity is strength. Malaysia state flags. The flags of the Malaysian states were mostly derived from those of the 19th century and were originally flags of the princes or sultans. Okay, so Johore. The blue field represents the government. The red canton is for the Hulu Balang warrior caste who defend the state. The crescent and star represent the ruler. Kedah. Red is the traditional colour of Kedah. The sheaves of yellow paddy or rice are for prosperity. The green crescent signifies Islam, and the yellow shield is for sovereignty. Kelantan. The red field is symbolic of the loyalty and sincerity of the people, while the white emblem represents the ruler. Kelantan has 36 royal and official flags. Wow. Okay, Kuala Lumpur is a cool one, isn't it? It's like a remix of the national flag. Blue is for the unity of the population of Kuala Lumpur. Red is for courage and vigour. White is for purity, cleanliness and beauty. Yellow is for sovereignty and prosperity. Labuan. The colours are those of the national flag, and they have the same symbolism. White recalls the purity of Buddhism, and red represents the lifeblood of the people. It's like the flag of Paraguay. Melaka. It's like Texas. The colours and pattern are taken from the national flag. Unlike the Malaysian flag, the flag of Melaka has only 2 stripes, one in red and one in white, and a 5-pointed star. Negeri Sembilan. This flag reflects the hierarchy of power in Malaysia. The yellow field symbolises the ruler, the black triangle, the district rulers, and the red triangle, the people. Pahang. White is for the ruler because it can change to any other colour, reflecting how a ruler can be influenced by popular opinion. Black represents the people standing firm. Perak. The three stripes represent different levels of the royal family. The Sultan is evoked by white, the Raja Muda by yellow, and the Raja di Hilir by black. The latter two are junior members of the ruling family. Berlis. Yellow represents the ruler, and blue represents the people. It's like Ukraine, but upside down. The colours are arranged as two equal horizontal stripes to signify the close cooperation that should exist between the ruler and his subjects. Penang. Light blue represents the blue seas around the island of Penang. White is for the peace and serenity of the state, and yellow for its prosperity. The tree is the Penang palm, after which the state is named. And then Sabah. The zircon blue top stripe is for tranquility, white is for purity and justice, red for courage, ice blue in the canton for unity and prosperity, and royal blue for strength. The mountain is Kinabalu. Next up is Sarawak. Yellow is the traditional colour of Borneo, where the state lies. Red and black are from the flag of the former Raja of Sarawak. The star has 9 points for the 9 districts of the state. Selangor. The yellow and red quarters are symbolic of flesh and blood, the combination necessary for life. The crescent and star in the canton represents Islam, the dominant religion of the state. And last one, Terengganu. Quite like this one. It's like Turkey but in black and white with a white border. The white background stands for the Sultan. It envelops the black field, symbolizing the people. This reflects how the Sultan provides protection to his subjects. Okay, let's just look at some random flags to finish off the video then. So we'll look at Indonesia next. This flag is based on the banner of the 13th century Indonesian Empire. Red represents the body, white symbolizes the soul. The flag is based on the banner of the 13th century Empire of Majapahit, red and white being the holy colours of Indonesia at that time. These colours were revived in the 20th century as an expression of nationalism against the Dutch. The first red and white flag flew in Java in 1928 and was adopted as the national flag of the Republic in 1945, when the country declared its independence. The red stripe is symbolic of physical life, while white represents spiritual life. Together they stand for the complete human being, body and soul. Red and white are also traditional colours of many Southeast Asian nations. National emblem of Indonesia. The emblem shows a shield supported by a mythical bird, the Garuda. One of my favourite restaurants. The 17 wing feathers and 8 tail feathers refer to the day and month. That's clever. 17th of August, on which independence was declared in 1945. The shield depicts a buffalo head, a banyan tree, and sheaves of rice and cotton. The yellow star represents religious belief. The national motto means unity in diversity. let's do Japan then to finish. So, the sun symbol has been an element in Japan's flags for thousands of years. The red disk is named Hinomaru, or lucky sun. The white field expresses honesty and purity. Japan is known as the land of the rising sun. The Emperor of Japan and his predecessors descend from the house of Yamato, which united the country in AD 200. And they claim to be direct descendants of the sun goddess Amaterasu Omikami. The current flag was officially established as the national flag of Japan in 1870. The Hinomaru, the lucky sun or Hinomaru, is the centre of the flag. In the centre of the flag has been an imperial badge since the 14th century. The white field stands for purity and integrity, and some suggest the red disc represents brightness, sincerity and warmth. The Japanese maritime SDF ensign is an unusual adaptation of the national flag. And here it is. Adopted in 1889, the naval ensign consists of the sun disk with red rays extending to the border of the flag. The rays extend to the edge of the flag to recall the rising sun. In fact, in Chinese, well, the characters used in Japanese, which come from Chinese, mean the source of the sun. Nihongo and Ruben in Chinese, Mandarin Chinese. Okay, I think we've had a really lovely video there, and I hope you find it interesting. I certainly did. I loved learning about these countries. So, if you did enjoy this video and you're still awake, why don't you click on like? Don't forget, if you are new, click on subscribe. Then on this video, it's either there or there, I'm not sure. And watch that next if you're still awake and you need some more help getting to sleep. And don't forget to join my Patreon for extra videos every month that never get released on this channel. Click below for more information. All of the tiers get you the same, so just